Hey everybody, Pete Glaze here with the, I think it's the third installment of my Folksong of the Week. And this week we're going to do, it's an Irish song, or at least it's a song done by Tommy Makem, and he did it with the Clancy brothers, but he also did it solo, and with his friends and with Clancy, and it's a song called "The Liar," and it's kind of a tradition going back of songs where people either claim to be telling the truth and they're lying, or just claim to be liars. There's an old there's a song that Ralph Stanley did that somebody introduced me to not long ago that's called "True Blue Bill," where he's lying the whole way through. And there's another song that Charlie Poole did called "The Man Who Rode the Mule Around the World," and that's another song where the character singing is lying pretty much the whole way through. Well, this one just makes no bones about it. This one he just comes right out, and it's called "The Liar." Now the song uses the same pattern, same chord pattern and same strum pattern pretty much throughout the whole thing for both the verses and the chorus. And the chorus goes, we're going to do it in G, and it's 4/4, so it's singing right for D. There is no one who can tell a lie like me. Back to G. You can search until you're tired. You'll find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. So the verses use exactly that same pattern, and the chorus repeats over and over again between the verses, and this is how it goes. Now, once again, as I tried to do last week, I'm going to try to keep it pretty basic at the beginning, but at some point I will probably, honestly, whether I want to or not, I will probably start throwing in more hammer-ons and things just because I'm so used to doing it that way, I may not be able to stop myself. But it can be done, just with the very simple basic strum, the frailing strum that Patrick teaches, or it can be done, adding extra embellishments. So, we'll start out this way. It's called "The Liar." I was born about 10,000 years ago in Gilmore, in the county of Mayo. It was me that chased the vermin while St. Patrick preached the sermon, and I'll whoop the man who says it isn't so. Singing right through the la-dee-to-ra-lee. There's no one who can tell a lie like me. You can search until you're tired. You won't find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. I saw Eve go picking apples from a tree. She came over and she offered one to me. I turned and said, "Dear madam, don't try your luck with Adam, 'cause I'm going home for fish and chips and tea." Singing right to la-dee-to-ra-lee. There's no one who can tell a lie like me. You can search until you're tired. You won't find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. I saw Delilah cutting Samson's hair. She snipped until his head was bare. When he couldn't run away, well, she married him next day, and they opened up a barber shop in Clare. So we locked him up and let him out of jail, singing right through to reality to relieve. There's no one who can tell a lie like me. You can search until you tire, you won't find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. It was during World War II I met them all. There was Roosevelt and Churchill and de Gaulle. And one day I nearly fainted, I was having my house painted. There was Hitler hanging paper in the hall, singing right through to reality to relief. There's no one who can tell a lie like me. You can search until you tire, you won't find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. You can search until you tire, you won't find a bigger liar. I've been lying since the dawn of history. Now the version, if you look up on YouTube, the version that Tommy Makem sings, there are one or two verses in the middle that are so topical to the time, and by that I mean like the 1940s and 50s and 60s, that in terms of Irish history, that they really don't make any sense to us. So I looked around on the internet and I found that there were some other more customized versions and updates, and so the one verse in there about Jonah when he was within the whale, I got that and I stuck that in there in place of one that was about Irish politics back during the 1950s, which, if I don't get it, I doubt most people will get it unless you happen to be Irish who remember politics from the 1950s and 60s. But in any event, that is The Liar, and I will put the lyrics as I sang them up here with the posting, but feel free to look up. There are actually some other variations and things. There's a verse that I didn't include about Queen Elizabeth and a few others that you can kind of pick and choose. It's one of those songs that I think it was written by Tommy Makem, although I'm not 100% sure about that. But nevertheless, it has sort of evolved through the folk process, and people have updated it to a certain extent with new lyrics, new verses that fall more in line with modern history, or closer to modern history. So, you know, it's one of those you could probably have a little fun with if you wanted to try to write a new verse, and it's a great sing-along. You know, if you can get people with you singing the rightful Turalati Turali, that is that can be a lot of fun to have to sit around with some other people with instruments and do the song and have everybody at least sing on that verse on the chorus. So anyway, you guys have fun with that, and I'll be back next week with another folk song of the week. Toodaloo.